Hey, you guys, and welcome to American Culture. So, those of you who've been following along know that I got fired from a case last week, and I was sitting here. I'm going through the collapse of structure, but this time I'm not being affected by it. Like I just got just let me get this over with because I'm about ready to just simply buy a plane ticket to Dubai, leave the dog with a friend. I will come back to get him when I'm stable because I when I tell you I have no desire to continue this timeline. I mean it. With that being said, I was going over why when these mothers, and I have two of them, I've been a nurse for God knows how long, decades. I know I don't look it, but I have been. And to have these, I've never been fired, nor have I had anybody try to threaten my license or try to destroy my character like that. Like these two mothers have. And at first I was a little bit burned by that because you're sicko. You need psychological help. I went full rage into that mode. And then I realized they don't have anything else to give me but chaos. You see, I come in as a builder and I'm here to grow and to do stuff. And that doesn't match the energy of someone who self destructs every single day because they're emotionally imbalanced. And I had to think about the characteristics of emotional imbalance. You can't have loyalty there, there can't be integrity there. There's no discipline, no self control. You need those characteristics to build, which means they would need those characteristics in order for me to be able to work with them efficiently. And neither one of those ladies have that. That's true. No, they do not treat you the same. To your face, sure, sure. Behind your back, you're the this, the that, the everything else. We've all known people like that. And so without the characteristics of building, but yet they're still alive, what are they capable of doing? Maintaining and sustaining. And that's it. And I don't feel like maintaining and sustaining mediocrity, lack, stress, trauma. Essentially, I'm not here to be a struggle buddy. Again, I'm here to build. But they don't have the characteristics to do that. They do have the characteristics to struggle. And the problem with that is they don't recognize just how self destructive that actually is. And that's when it clicked to me. The reason why these women are trying to destroy my space, like literally, like I said, I've never had anybody try to go after my nursing license or even joke that that was a thing, except for working in these homes with these emotionally imbalanced women. Never had anybody try to go and fire me and change my whole identity, except for these homes. And that was my major question. Ladies, why are you trying to bring destruction to my life? But then I realized that they're doing it to their own. Anytime that something comes in where they would need to actually build, where they would actually need to grow, they destroy that. The job offer, the friends, anybody's advising or words that come in that don't resonate with the struggle they're used to, oh yeah, they're going to try to tear it apart. So destruction is all that they have to give me, and sustaining and maintaining is all that they know. And I got no desire to sustain or maintain that space of emotional imbalance that they're living in. What's going to happen is that they're going, both of them, reach a major collapse of an identity in their life. And I'm not saying that, like the, oh, you're wishing that. No, honey, it's necessary for us to continue to grow. I've had my major identity collapse. That's why you see this lovely pillar of a human being standing in front of you. I went through something similar to what those ladies are going to have to go through in order to get it through their head. This is not how we treat good people. In good circumstances. You are destroying your own ability to prosper, and they don't get it. The thing is, I'm no longer performing. Like I said, I just show up as myself, and people who are actors need a reaction from you. And I don't have a reaction to give. Not to your chaos, not to your crazy, not to your instability. I don't. My response is to stand here stoic and keep it moving whenever God allows that, whatever way that He does. So, yeah, you guys, I had to recognize that because that was what got me. Why are these women trying to be so destructive? It's one thing to just recognize that you don't personally like somebody, but to try to go after people's jobs and their licenses is disgusting. But I realize that they are carrying destructive energy, because if you're not carrying the energy that prospers and builds, what else? How are you getting through life? You're sustaining, you're maintaining the struggle, which means you needed a struggle buddy. And since I'm not willing to perform, you didn't get one from me. And without getting a performance from you, you didn't get reactions. Without the reactions, you're not doing something right. That turns on the mirror. And you don't want to look in the mirror. You don't want to see what's wrong with you, which is the reason why you try to destroy me. Because I come in as that mirror that, no, you got some psychological issues you need to deal with. You're imbalanced. You're unstable. And you're doing unstable things, which is the reason why anything that comes in here that tries to get built immediately falls apart. You're too shaky. You're too shaky in your thought process. So yeah, I've definitely been around those people who they try to start relationships, they try to start business, they do all this stuff, and unless they can maintain the struggle it all falls apart, because like I said, they're not really carrying building energy, and it is what it is. But I am glad that I kind of realized that, yeah, these women are trying to destroy me because they only have destructive energy. They're self-destructing right now. And so for me, I've decided that on a personal level, I'm not dealing with anybody outside of a loved one that is self-destructing. I'm going to tell you, you're emotionally imbalanced. You should probably seek therapy. I'm not willing to work with you on a personal level, and professionalism is not something that you can give me. So from here on out, I think my cycle of trying to fix or aid in somebody else's healing, that's what those two women helped me end. In no way, shape, or form will I be coming in and giving my personal energy to people I am only interacting with in a professional setting. If you cannot give me professionalism, if we cannot build and grow here, I'm done, because I didn't come here to struggle with you. And ain't no way I'm letting you get close enough to bring disruption to me, let alone destruction. Have a blessed day, you guys.